Okay, guys, I just had the craziest idea. I just finished recording the video, and the whole point of the video was saying that Kristi Noem is an ally. But here's the other crazy thought. We're not gonna talk about this in the video, but what if Kristi Noem's husband, Byron Noem, did the bimbofication, if you will, because he was getting cucked so hard on national stage because of Kristi's affair with Corey Lubinowski or whatever that guy's name is. Wow, that's terrible. But in this video, we're going to talk about how Kristi Noem's an ally. So enjoy. Okay, we're here. The biggest LGBT supporter in the Trump admin, Kristi Noem. I want to give her dues. You know, I was watching this hockey game last night with the Buffalo versus Ottawa, and they had some lady who wrote a story about gay hockey players who had to play on the opposite team. It was like gay Romeo and Juliet. And in support of this pride night that happened last night, I want to go to the biggest supporter I have ever seen. I mean, Kristi Noem is more of a beard than I could even grow. I support her for what she's been doing with her husband. Let's just get into a little bit. I want to see what she's known for. I mean, I know what she's known for only in Minnesota. You know, the greatest hits, back to back, two for Tuesday with Renee Good, Alex Preddy. And then I think two other people died, actually. And then I want to go into the affair with Corey Lewandowski. And then we got to see her hot husband. I'm sorry. I was going to say his hot wife. No. Actually, one thing that I think we're going to see in this video is that her husband wanted to be her. I mean, look at this. We got here, right on top here, we got cross-dressing. There's something about bimbo fetish. It's somewhere here. This is like the best bimbo you got. I love this. You know, Kristi Noem really does look plastic. We got her on a bad picture here. Let's see.
A $220 million advertising contract, a $70 million luxury jet, an alleged affair, and an attempted firing over a blanket. Kristi Noem's year and change as Homeland Security Secretary was full of controversy. Kristi Noem's 2024 memoir, titled No Going Back, was the first. In the book, she recounted fatally shooting her 14-month-old wire hair pointer because the dog was, quote, untrainable. In a recent hearing at the Senate...
Damn. What is that? That's still a puppy. That's like a year and 2 months. An untrainable puppy? I remember hearing the story. I didn't know the dog was that young. As I understand, the dog was meant to be used for hunting, and the dog didn't want to hunt, you know. So that's rough. That's a real rough one. And then the self-report. You know, she self-reports. She tells people that she shot this puppy. Awesome. It's like that crazy lady. I'm gonna get a picture of her right now.
The controversy came up again when Republican Tom Tillis tied killing her dog to bad decision-making made during an ICE deployment to Minneapolis.
Those are bad decisions made in the heat of the moment, not unlike what happened up in Minneapolis.
Federal officials under Noem's DHS killed 2 U.S. citizens in the span of 2 weeks in Minneapolis. Noem accused both victims, Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preddy, of committing, quote, acts of domestic terrorism before investigations on the shootings concluded. Video evidence of both shootings disputes Noem's accounts. DHS has a $220 million advertising contract with Strategy Group, a company tied to Noem and her top aide, Corey Lewandowski, according to a report by ProPublica. Noem was questioned.
Sorry. This is the crazy one. You see this lady? She had the video where she shot that thing in the head, the dummy in the head, and she said it was a Muslim. Ah, right here. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, so she pulls the gun out, shoots this dummy in the back of the head, and says, Islam will not be here. Look at her. She's not even white. How can you be a white supremacist and not be white? It really bothers me. Okay, so with this video, Alex Preddy, Renee Good, both terrorists. Makes sense. Makes sense. And now this affair with Corey Lewandowski, guess what? We're going to watch something about this affair. I say the affair 100% okay. 100% okay.
And about her relationship with Lewandowski in a House Judiciary Committee hearing. Both have denied claims of an affair.
I am shocked that we're going down and peddling tabloid garbage in this committee today.
She has that old people talk where she talks like this, like she's talking through her teeth. As I understand, you know, I only get like fifth-hand information, you know, primary, secondary. I'm getting fifth-hand information, but I feel like this has been a known affair. I feel like people have known about this affair for tens of years, I've heard.
On one of those government jets, Noem's missing blanket prompted Lewandowski to fire the pilot. The pilot was later reinstated because they needed someone to fly the plane.
Can I tell you something? If this is like, you know, like a Linus blankie from Peanuts, like a childhood blankie, and the pilot did lose it, axe him. Get him out of here. I don't wanna have this guy here who's gonna be losing my prized possessions.
President Donald Trump said Noem will move to a new role as special envoy to a new security initiative called the Shield of the Americas.
The Shield of the Americas. That's awesome, bro. I wonder if Nick
So,
Fury's
Secretary
there.
Noem, at any time during your tenure as Director of Department of Homeland Security, have you had sexual relations with Corey Lewandowski?
Mr. Chairman, I am shocked that we're
Mr.
going down
Chairman.
and peddling tabloid garbage in this committee.
Tabloid garbage in this. Like the plastic surgery might be working for her because she sounds a lot older than she looks. And, you know, she's not looking too young right now, but she sounds a lot older. I wonder if she had some mouth surgery.
Today.
Reclaiming
And
my
ma'am,
time.
one thing that I would tell you is that he is a special government employee who works for the White House.
I bet he's the most specialist government employee to you, Kristi.
There are thousands of them in the federal government.
So, reclaiming
And
my
as an
time,
advisor,
Secretary, it is
and has
okay for
no-
you to be
no
offended
authority
by
to
the
be
question.
making any
It is
decisions,
okay for you to
has
be
no
offended
authority
by the
to
question.
making
But it is
decisions
also
and
a
putting
real
up
question.
positions. So what I would say
And
to
you should be able to
is
answer
that
the
what we do at the
question
Department of Homeland Security
clearly
every single
and with
Stays at the Department of Homeland Security. Did Kristi Noem just bring out one of these catchphrases from her hooker days when she used to be a stripper on the strip? And she's doing what happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas.
without any hesitation.
every single day is to protect
If
this
someone
country
is
and
asking
to make
if
decisions.
you or any federal official is sleeping with
It really sounded like she was going to say what happens in sec stays in sec.
their subordinate. That should
I
be
have-
the easiest. You should be wanting to answer that question.
Is garbage?
Because it is not about
It is
your sex
offensive
life.
that you have brought
It is
that.
She could just say no. That's the thing. And you know what? The thing that like really confuses me about this whole admin is like they don't lie as much as they should be lying. They should be lying more. Pam Bondi should have been lying more instead of playing that name game. But she could just say no. She's not even in the spotlight anymore. Like who's gonna care if she lies about it? But you know what? Right now she's saying yes. Pleading the fifth doesn't automatically mean that you're guilty, but it pretty much means you're guilty in some regard, in my opinion. Instead of just saying, "No, I'm not." She's not even pleading the fifth. She's arguing, going like, "Can you believe they're asking me this question? Can you believe this?" So I'm looking at her and I'm like, "Listen, we know you're having the affair. You're not slick. Your skin's slick. Your skin is slick like a Pokemon named Gudra because of all that oil on it. But you're not slick." Let's see.
about your judgment.
that kind of garbage
It
has
is about
been refuted
reclaiming
for
my
years,
time so
and
that
you
I
need
can
to
hear myself.
recognize-
Mr.
Belongs-
Chair.
Time belongs to the gentlelady from California, but it'd be nice if you would let her respond.
I will. I want to
Are we seeing it? She even has the same pose. Kind of looks like Gudra, bro. That would mean that her level, or her age, sorry, is at least 55. Pretty good. Pretty good.
let you know it is about your judgment and decision-making. It is about the 260,000 employees that work under you that want to make sure that you are giving information and making decisions
I don't think
clearly. It is about
I don't think it
conflict
really
of
matters.
interest. It is about a national security
So that's a
risk.
yes.
Department of Homeland Security was created right
Sounds
after
like a hard
9/11
yes to
to
me.
protect the homeland. And DHS has
Trying to
circulated an
avoid
internal
perjury.
bulletin to law
Cannot
enforcement partners
say no 'cause
warning
she's under
that
oath.
the
They
conflict
should
of
lie.
the war we're
They lie
in
under oath
could
every time.
inspire
Just
lone
lying about
actors or small
We don't care. We don't care. We get it. We get it. It's bad. If she used the $220 million, it's bad. Yes, but lying about something directly provable, like an affair, is easier to perjure. Isn't easy perjury charge. Lying about something more obscure matters. Perfect. Wow, I did not even read that. Notice how she doesn't just say no. She says, how dare you? She denied nothing. Psychology says guilty. Man, okay, everyone's on the right page here. So anyway, we've been seeing that these guys have had an affair for quite a while because they've been working with each other for at least 10 years. They've been working with each other for 10 years. I don't know if they've been having an affair. I don't even know if they're having an affair now. But, I mean, they're having an affair. Kristi is the Gudra of Pokemon. She's absolutely dripping with that great bimbo energy. In a good way. You know, if people poop on bimbos. Like, what? Society doesn't love a good bimbo? Everyone loves a bimbo. Everyone loves a slut. Except for, like, when they're hanging around married people. That's the time that you don't want that. So anyways, we're looking here at the picture perfect. What would you say? Like a wish board of what Kristi Noem's husband wants to be like. See, I don't know too much about this yet. I saw the picture. I was offended. I was offended looking at this picture. Like the boobs are too big. They're way too big. It's kind of disrespectful to women. But here's what I'm gonna say, okay? Kristi Noem had to have known about this. There's absolutely no way she could not have known about this. And instead of getting a divorce, she's like, I'm a real G. I believe in marriage. I'm gonna go have an affair with this Corey Lewandowski guy. And I'm gonna keep my family structure perfect. I'm gonna keep it looking beautiful. And people are not gonna know that my husband does what my husband does. I really support her here. Let's see what Megyn Kelly. Remember Megyn Kelly? The one who got so offended by Trump and Trump won. Oh, I think he's not a good guy. And then Trump went on a rampage on her. But, you know, Megyn Kelly's kind of like a intellectual bimbo. Is that what a grifter would be? An intellectual bimbo or like some morals bimbo? She sold herself out to the Trump campaign again. So let's see what she has to say about this.
Earlier this month, President Trump announced that he was replacing Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem while she was embroiled in multiple scandals. She drew controversy by making herself the face of a $200 million ad campaign for the DHS, and she was accused of having an affair with her.
Well, her being the face of the ad campaign wasn't the issue. The issue was that the money was going to, I believe, Corey Lewandowski or someone else who had just made the company 8 days prior. I think it was Corey.
A longtime aide who is technically her subordinate, Corey Lewandowski. Many blamed her for the politically unpopular immigration surge in Minneapolis, and her messaging around it was,
what happened to old-fashioned,
you know, she got out too far ahead of her skis, saying things about Alex Preddy, for example, that she couldn't back up, and kind of compromised the whole narrative in doing that. All of that is what got her in trouble. But all of that is kind of nothing compared to what I'm about to tell you. According to the Daily Mail.
By the way, this is the biggest nothing burger ever. This is the equivalent of like YouTube slop drama. Like, so I was on Twitter. I'm going to be making a video about this Dokkan battle drama that happened last week. This is the exact same as that. In fact, the idea that Megyn Kelly thinks that a $220 million scam, potential scam, I actually don't know if it's a scam, but a $220 million potential scam is the same as this guy dressing up like a real monster, a real cow. You should see these udders. She's going to post the udders soon. But the fact that she's correlating the two, that's crazy. Get out of here, Megyn.
Noem's 56-year-old husband, Brian, is a secret
56? He's 12 years older than her? Damn. Caroline Levitt's husband's like 30 years older than her, but...
cross-dresser who wears gigantic fake boobs and wears pink...
lazy eyes. Do you see the lazy eyes here? Oh my God, you got blue eyes, you know? One blue this way, one blue that way.
hot pants while he chats online with fetish models.
Like, isn't this a little much? Isn't this a little excessive? These are too big. These are too big. He's trying to look like Kristi here. Come on, bro.
Who have gigantic breasts. Okay. For the listening audience, we're showing a picture of him that the Daily Mail found and published. Think Kayla Lemieux. Think the Canadian shop teacher. He's clearly put on like a tight little sports bra that's sort of nude colored and has stuffed 2 enormous balloons down there for his breasts with the little like tie of the balloon appearing to be like mismatched nipples, and then little hot pink biker shorts below, or maybe they're leggings. I can't see far down enough. Thank God. But in other pictures the Daily Mail got its hands on, you can see him in his tight little leggings trying to look like a woman, but like a freak woman.
Yeah.
The Daily Mail reports
that
it has reviewed hundreds of messages involving Brian and 3 women from the so-called bimbofication fetish area of the internet. Earlier this month.
Oh my God. Ah! That's great. Oh my God. It is so funny. It is so funny, bro. His fetish was just put on live TV. Really, I can't say anything. I really don't know what to say about that. Oh, first off, it's so big. It is so fake. I don't think it's even a trans thing. I think it might be a gay thing. I think it might be super gay. I think that he might be using his wife as a model. Like, I want to look like this. That's what he shows. I don't know if he was tricked by these 3 women somehow. Like, I don't know if they helped feed into this delusion. 3 mistress too. You know, I don't know too much about this mistress game, but the idea of having 3 mistresses is just overwhelming. Could you imagine having 3 girlfriends and they all want you to do something at the same time? Like, oh, we got a date on Tuesday. Okay, well, I got 2 other dates on Tuesday. Like, this guy's whole life was probably just talking to these bimbofication women. I love it. Oh my God, bro. And 3 mistresses is foul. It's so foul. It's too much. It really is too much. Damn. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. He's a little selfish. You know, his wife is under fire for killing many Americans, and he's over here dressing up like her. Let's see. Okay. Kristi Noem's cross-dressing husband possibly exposed by an undocumented immigrant. I mean, come on.
Kristi Noem's husband may have had his cross-dressing exposed by an undocumented immigrant. Axios White House reporter Mark Caputo posted on X on Tuesday, saying he had received a weird tip in February about Brian Noem's cross-dressing and obsession with bimbofication fetish culture. Caputo says the person who gave the tip was an immigrant.
Bro, can I just say this? Like, this guy is not just gay, but he's like, let's see if I can kind of math it out, okay? Like, a normal gay person's like 50%, right? Like, ooh, I wanna do gay stuff 50%. But this guy lives in this culture of not liking gay people. So what happens is that dam that's caused by society is blocking that 50%, and now he just wants 100% gay. And that's why he went from, you know, he could have just been like a normal gay guy, you know, doing the down low. You hear about this down low thing where these gay men, they will be married and they will hook up with guys on the side. I've heard about it in rap culture with this guy. I can't actually say his name on YouTube, but so instead of him, you know, just being like a nice, respectable person who does what he does and hurts his wife the way that he would hurt his wife, he went crazy. He went to this crazy gay guy, submissive fantasies about being the submissive gay man. Like this isn't just normal. This isn't just normal like, oh, I'm gay, I want to be a bottom. This is like, I'm gay, I want to be a bottom to 100 people. This guy wanted to be Bonnie Blue, but with bigger breasts. Let's see what this illegal immigrant said.
Sex worker who was possibly in this country illegally and wanted to go public about Noem's husband using her services online. It was vengeance for DHS's immigration enforcement. Another ex-post, Caputo gave major props to the Daily Mail for verifying these claims. And if you didn't know, according to the Daily Mail story,
so Kristi Noem's involvement in the Trump administration outed her gay husband.
Brian was allegedly living this secret double life, chatting with fetish models online, cross-dressing.
And again, bro, like if he's having 3 mistresses, and they have to be mistresses, okay? Here's the reason why they have to be mistresses. What sane person is not going to say, okay, well, now you got to dress up like this. Now you got to dress up like a RuPaul character, right? He's going to these women who are like, okay, well, you have this clear fantasy. We're gonna just exploit it. You are so sick. We're going to be able to exploit many dollars from you. We're going to be able to exploit. We're going to have you on screen time. You know, these women are not unlike YouTube. You know how YouTube wants their users to be on 24/7? I bet you these 3 mistresses were trying to get this guy on 24/7. He's like, guys, I have to go on break. Guys, I have to go to work. Guys, I have to see my wife for the one time a year that I see her. Incredible. Oh, and Byron? Bro, come on. Bro never stood a chance. With that name. All this to say, these women were willing to give up a sure thing, a sure payday, right? You could blackmail this guy. And I bet you this guy is so into blackmail. Oh my goodness. I'm going to blackmail you to dress like a woman. This guy probably explodes at the idea of that, right? So they gave up a surefire blackmail situation just because they don't like what Kristi Noem is doing by killing Americans. That is so incredible, bro. That is incredible. You know, it's all this guy. It's all Byron's fault. But, you know, in some way, it's a little bit of Kristi.
Claiming to be a fan of, quote, huge, ridiculous boobs. We will continue to keep you updated as the story unfolds. Kristi Noem's.
Did Kristi Noem get a boob job? I gotta know. How would you even know this? Would this be something that like people know? Oh my God. What the hell is this? Okay. New York Post. I gotta check this out, okay? We got this. We'll close this. Okay. Kristi Noem's hometown pals in disbelief over husband shocking balloon boob scandal. It just tears me up. Is that tear? Wow. I'm illiterate, bro. Just tears me up. Bro, this is crazy. Longtime friends and neighbors of Byron and Kristi Noem said they were shocked and heartbroken that his private life became tabloid fodder, with some flat out refusing to believe the mild-mannered insurance salesman was leading a double life. I grew up playing with balls with Byron, Kevin Rusink in small-town Castlewood said. Oh my God, damn. I never known him to be part of stuff like that. I don't believe that at all. Well, you know what, Kevin? The internet. This guy could have been tapped into the internet for so long, into these fetish communities. And there's so many ways to get into them. Come on, let's be honest. If you want to be part of a community, there's an app for that. There's a Discord for that. There's a WhatsApp for it. You know, I've seen Alex Rosen content. You know, there's a Discord or a Snapchat for everything. Let's see. He surmised that the salacious images published Tuesday by the Globe and Mail or Daily Mail. Wow. That showed Noem wearing inflated balloons as cartoonish, oversized fake breasts must have been AI. Oh, bro. Oh, it's like the worst form. Look at this. It's the worst form of like sissy hypno fetish porn. Look how young they are. I'd like to hear the story about this actually. I like the hat. I think the hat's kind of cute. Okay. He never asked for the public life in the first place, and I know him to be a kind and decent man. I wish he were not going through this, said Turbach. Damn, it's terrible, bro. It's absolutely terrible. But look at this. He has the duck face, right? It's awful, bro. This is humiliating to be caught. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here.
Well, I've got to say, this may be one of the more bizarre.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is asking for privacy and prayers tonight. She's said to be devastated by a report alleging her husband has been what is being called a cross-dressing double life. Senior national correspondent Rich Edson has details tonight. Good evening, Rich.
Good evening, Brett. Well, former Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and now President Trump are responding to a report regarding Noem's husband's alleged online activities. A spokesperson tells the Daily Mail that she's devastated and that, quote, the family was blindsided by this, and they ask for privacy and prayers at the time. President Trump tells the outlet he knew nothing about it, adding, "Wow, I feel badly for the family. If that's the case, that's too bad." The Daily Mail alleges it obtained hundreds of messages between Brian Noem and 3 women.
Oh my God, what?
At the time, President Trump tells the outlet he knew nothing about it, adding, "Wow, I feel badly for the family. If that's the case, that's too bad." The Daily Mail.
I don't know anything about it? Bro, what? That just makes it sound like Trump knew something about it. What are we talking about? I don't know anything about it. It's kind of like when he killed Ruth Bader Ginsburg. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But oh my God, bro. That's so he had to make it about himself. See, he could have just said, "Wow, well, I feel badly for the family. If that's the case, that's too bad." But then he has to go with, "I don't know anything about it." Trump, it sounds like you know about it.
Mail alleges it obtained hundreds of messages between Brian Noem and 3 women involved in a site where men cross-dress. The Mail posted several of these photos and writes, Brian Noem allegedly sent women in the community $25,000 in virtual payments. The publication says Brian Noem did not.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I got to go back to that, but it's the Trump show right here. Oh, can't do that. What's with the music?
It's right here.
She just died? Wow. I didn't know that. You're telling me now for the first time. She led an amazing life.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. You're just telling me now for the first time. Crazy, bro. Okay, so he was on, I'm so sorry. Trump is he's a real character. So he was on a website. Now, I wonder what a website means. Like, I wonder, like, if this was, like, a WhatsApp. I wonder if this was, like, a live cam service. I wonder what kind of website this was. Let's see.
Messages between Brian Noem and 3 women involved in a site where men cross-dress. The Mail posted several of these photos.
Was it 4chan? Bro, imagine if this was like just all over 4chan and people just didn't recognize his face.
And writes, Brian Noem allegedly sent women in the community $25,000 in virtual payments. The publication.
I wish I knew how long. Oh, did it say how long he's been doing this? I wish I knew how long, because I'm telling you, if he was doing that, if he's only been like engaging in this level for like 2 years, that's so much money. 10 years, 10 years is not that much money. I mean, like, this guy's probably like stinky rich, but.
Says Brian Noem did not deny the explicit conversations, but says he never put national security at risk while his wife was secretary, setting up a potential blackmail situation. Quote, "Yeah, I made no comments like that. That would lead to that."
So the whole thing about this is that the Trump admin is all about like appearances, right? It's all about looking evangelical. It's all about looking super Christian. It's all about looking super trad, super this. No gay. We don't want the gays here anymore. Get the gays out, right? So this is actually like hugely controversial, and the blackmail would be just showing the evidence of this. Like, what these people exposed was the aftermath of like a potential blackmail. If Kristi was still in Minnesota, I wonder if these people would have been able to get her to stop the ICE campaign by threatening to show people this.
Brian Noem operates a crop insurance agency. He and Kristi Noem married in 1992. They have 3 adult-age children. Earlier this month, President Trump ousted Secretary Noem from her role leading the Homeland Security.
Bro, they're kids right now? Come on, bro. Come on. This is crazy. How embarrassing. Talk about a rough time.
Department after congressional hearings where she had difficulty answering whether she was having an affair with top aide Corey Lewandowski.
Which does not matter. Which absolutely does not matter. Do not get confused here. She helped protect her husband for how long? Since 92. This does not matter, this Lewandowski thing.
Husband seated behind her. She also faced questions about more than $200 million.
Right here. That's the husband. That's not funny. That's not funny at all.
In DHS ad campaigns that featured Noem. Democrats are investigating that businesses that received money on that contract. The president named Noem as special envoy to the SHIELD the America's Brad.
Hell yeah.
All kinds of stories today. Rich,
Lots
thank
of
you.
them, yep.
All right.
The America's Brad.
All kinds of stories today. Rich,
Lots
thank
of
you.
them, yep.
All right.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews.
I gotta see that one more time. That's great. That's great, bro.
Shield the America's Brad.
All kinds of stories today. Rich,
Okay. Let's see what Sky News is saying. Australia.
Well, I've got to say, this may be one of the more bizarre stories we'll be covering on this program. Former Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has broken her silence after it was revealed that her husband, Brian Noem, is a cross-dresser with a liking for oversized
Oh, so they were bike shorts.
fake breasts
Bro, you can't have your stomach stick out. Come on.
and tight-fitting miniskirts or shorts there. In a statement released to the New York Post, Noem's camp said, Miss Noem is devastated. The family was blindsided by this and they ask for privacy and prayers at this time. Joining me now.
You know what? Her life is so bad. I'm almost there praying. I pray. I don't know. What do you pray for? Like, what do you pray for at this point? All the laundry has been like thrown on the ground. What do you pray that there's no more bad stuff coming out? The affair has been exposed, right? Everything has been exposed. The affair has been exposed. The sissy bimbo-fication. I can't even stress how gay this is. This is not a trans thing. This has nothing to do with trans. This is about a guy who's trying to find a cheat code to be gay. 3 kids having to live this. Man, bro, what if those kids have kids and they're watching the news and they find out that grandma got 3 people killed? Beautiful.
Is writer,
Beautiful.
comedian and editor of the LoftusParty.com, Michael Loftus. Michael, this is just staggering stuff. What do you make of this story? The New York Post is...
Like, it's so light, right? Like, none of this matters, obviously. No one's getting hurt by this. And the person who is getting hurt by this is the guy who's going to be dressing up like a woman after the divorce. Like, okay, let's play this out, right? She gets to divorce this guy now. Gets to marry Lewandowski, if they want to. Beautiful. She wins. And she put her time in suffering. And now this guy here, Byron, he gets to live alone, dressing up like a girl and sleeping with men. I love it. I love it. This is actually the best case scenario. Is this what you wanted people to pray for?
Reported the photos were taken while he was acting out some bimbofication fetish. I'm not even sure what that is, but apparently it's all about exaggerated physical appearance.
Bro, like the idea of him on 4chan doing those rolls, you know about these, like a couple, you throw the dice rolls and you got to use the last numbers on the 4chan post ID. And, you know, at the end of the day, this guy could have been eating some foul residue from his person because he hit a dubs or he hit a trips.
And hypersexuality.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is one of those things where I don't want to know what this is. I could have gone my whole life without knowing that this was a thing. And I tell you what, Kristi Noem, she's going to have an open and shut divorce case right there. Her lawyer's going to be like, Your Honor, Exhibit A, B, and the double Ds. It's not going to be good. And she couldn't run Homeland Security anymore.
Bro, come on. Like, look at these videos of Kristi Noem. Like, bro is just jealous of his wife. Bro's like the guy from the band Dead or Alive almost.
She was blindsided by this. She didn't know her husband was doing this. And if terrorists were ever to find out that Kristi Noem can't see this kind of thing, we would have had cross-dressing terrorists just coming across the desert into America.
Isn't that what Trump warned everyone about? These trans illegal immigrants that are being made in prison cells? You know what? This guy, this guy might be part of the national security team.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, there's all sorts of questions being raised now about, could he have been compromised? Would it have been a national security threat with having an individual who's this close to the seat of power? The president has now responded. Seat of power, yes, to this story. He's told the Daily Mail he did not know about the photos and was surprised that Noem had confirmed their authenticity. He said,
why would anyone expect him to know about the photos? Why? The story just came out 2 days ago.
They confirmed it. Wow. Well, I feel badly for the family if that's the case. That's too bad. This is quite a fall from grace for Kristi Noem. She was sacked by the president, demoted into a lesser role. And not too long ago, Michael, she was the face of a $200 million ad campaign.
And you had people on the left saying that Kristi Noem wasn't qualified for that job because she was a bimbo, and it turns out it was her husband the whole time. It's like the ultimate plot twist. No one saw this coming. And for this guy, he's on the internet trying to meet people. Would it kill you to smile, buddy? I mean, you got the hot pants on, you got the big knockers. Give us a smile. That's what's so confusing about it. Are you not happy?
Oh, yeah. You said double Ds. I had a look at some of those photos. That would be triple Ks. I mean, we're talking oversized. Now, let's move along from this story. We've seen all sorts of bullying and intimidation of Nicki Minaj since...
Okay, let's see. This world is a circus. I believe after COVID, everyone lost their minds. Is this world turning sick? Is it the food or shampoo or what? Things are just getting weirder and weirder. I quit. That's a tough one to recover from. If it were me, I'd be yelling, costume party, Halloween, AI, not me. This is the play. That one here. Okay. SNL's gonna have a feel, bro. SNL can't do it. South Park is already winning. You know, it was funny when they were posting. Like, it was Vance, I believe, and it was Noem. They were posting and Charlie Kirk, you know. They were posting pictures of their South Park profile pictures. And then, like, I almost wonder, like, if they tempted fate by posting these pictures online. Because their life, of course, became a South Park bit. You know, rest in peace, Charlie.
Former Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is responding to allegations involving her husband. She says she's devastated after claims her husband shared photos of himself cross-dressing online. Claims also allege he interacted with people in a fetish community. Noem's team is asking for privacy and prayers. The couple has been married more than... left her post earlier this year after...
Damn. Okay, well... I think that's gonna be the video. Kristi Noem, you know, you're an ally. You have protected this man for so long. I want you to get a divorce. I want you to go be in love with your life partner. You tell Corey that you put the work in and you deserve a wedding. Rest in peace, girl. Rest in peace, marriage. And for Byron, personally, I think you went too small. Personally, I think you could size up a few. Go from that triple K to a quad Z. I'd love to see it, you know. Just like this teacher that we pulled a picture of, you know. Get really freaky with it. Or, you know, just be a gay guy, you know. We would love to see it. If you came out as a gay man and you said something like, Kristi Noem turned me gay, you know, you could be the next Dem frontrunner. Well, thank you guys for watching.